Hey guys, Jonathan.
What's up, Michael? Bro JMR at you with another Midnight Movie Madness review. Is that
Something like that.
What are you calling these things?
I don't know.
This is your series. What are you calling it?
Movie Pass Midnight Madness.
Movie Pass Midnight Madness.
Yes.
It almost like it flows like it rhymes.
Yeah.
And it really is midnight when we're recording this.
Yeah. So we
12:38
went to the
at
late
least.
showing tonight.
Yep. And we saw a very, very good movie, and you should all watch it. The end. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what did we watch?
Well, like I said last week, we went to go see Justice League.
That's right, you did say that last week. That's right. I slept since then.
I've been waiting for this movie for 2 fucking years. Yeah. And it did not disappoint. Not at all. A little different than I was expecting, but very, very good.
A lot different than I was expecting. Because I was expecting something along the lines of Avengers, and it was much better. I think it's always been because, even though I don't follow comics, I always kind of like DC better. I've always liked the DC characters better, specifically Batman. But so I enjoyed this a lot better than I did the Avengers series. It seems like it's more lighthearted. It doesn't seem as serious. Not like they don't take themselves seriously, but it just seems more enjoyable to me. I guess there's like a different, just got a different feel to it, I guess. The DC movie seems to have a different feel than the Marvel movies. A little bit. To me.
I agree. I would not say the DC movies are more lighthearted. This one was, and that's why it was so different for me, because the DC universe so far has been a little bit more serious, a lot darker, and that is because Zack Snyder is at the helm. Zack Snyder's movies have a darker tone to them. He likes to show the more ugly side of humanity. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of the reason why I like him. Why I like the movie so much, and I love Zack Snyder. This one was a little bit more lighthearted. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, well, that's because Joss Whedon was brought in. Shut your fucking mouth. It wasn't. Zack Snyder was making the movie this way on purpose. He's even said that this one is going to be lighter in tone. And sorry for that outburst. I apologize. But this one definitely did feel lighter in tone. But there was some pretty serious stuff behind it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's a vast departure from Batman vs Superman. Batman vs Superman was a really, really dark movie.
Yeah.
You know, but this one was more. This one was about hope and teamwork, and all of these people realizing that they needed to step out of the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
That they could not hide from the world anymore. You know, this is the end of these characters' arcs, because the main 3, you know, most especially Superman and Wonder Woman, you know, these movies have been Superman's trilogy: Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and now Justice League. It was, I don't know what I am, I don't know how I fit in this world, to maybe this world doesn't need me. Am I really doing any good? To, oh, okay, this world needs me. You know. So yeah.
Wonder Woman's hot.
Wonder Woman is hot.
And I liked that Amy Adams came back, because that was the only thing that kept me going through Man of Steel, was Amy Adams as Lois Lane. And yeah, fiery redhead. Oh yeah. But I like the interactions between the characters. That is like there's a lot. It seemed to be a lot of joking around between them.
Yeah.
Like they were just like having fun while while fighting. Spoiler alert, I guess. While fighting this, defender. Was it Ender of Worlds? Is that what they called him? I think it was. Was it Steppenwolf? Yeah.
Like the band. Yeah.
And but I liked how I liked the progression of how they didn't like each other, or growing to trust each other, to like just joking around and having fun and working together as a team. The natural progression of things that normally happens. So.
And then there's Barry Allen, who
was funny.
Yeah, he was definitely the comic relief, and I'm glad for that. He was a good choice for the comic relief, because he is a comic relief as a character. He's always the little bit more lighthearted of the characters, and Ezra Miller just nailed it. He did so good as everybody played their roles beautifully.
And why do they not have the same person who plays the Flash from the TV show in the movie?
Because it's two separate universes.
Oh, okay. Unlike Marvel, where it's all the same?
Yeah. DC is not mixing their TV and their movies. They want to keep two very, very separate things, two separate storylines going. And I think that this is what the movie universe needed, was this Flash. A little bit different. Grant Gustin is very, very good as the Flash on TV. I don't know if he would be able to really do it in the movie. I don't know. I like the Flash TV show. Like, I like the Arrow TV show, even though I haven't watched for the past year and a half or so. I'm behind. But, yeah, like, that would be the exception. I think that Stephen Amell could pull off Arrow in the movies if they wanted to ever introduce Green Arrow, which I don't know if they are. I don't know if they have any plans. They have enough. They have enough plans for what they want to do. They dropped a lot of good teases about things that could possibly be coming. I liked that. They had a Green Lantern tease in it, in the flashback to the original fight with Steppenwolf. There was a Green Lantern there.
Okay.
There was somebody.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
There was not necessarily Green Lantern, but somebody from the Green Lantern Corps was in there, and they're talking about doing a Green Lantern Corps movie. I don't know if they're going to get around to that. But yeah, there were a lot of really cool teases of different things, and I really enjoyed that.
Good homages, especially with the music cues.
Oh yeah.
They had the original the original Superman theme, and then the 1989 Batman theme in it. Danny Elfman's.
Yes. Nice taking them and mixing them with the modern stuff from Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL, who's the one who did a lot of the composing for Batman vs Superman. They were the two that did it. I liked the mixing of the two things together, but really letting the originals shine, and I like that, especially for Superman, because it seemed at the end that Superman was. It's almost like Superman has kind of found who he wants to be, and it's a little bit more towards Christopher Reeve than Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that that's going to be good.
Oh, I guess spoiler alert. Superman's not dead.
Yeah.
So sorry.
I don't think we really needed. Yeah, everybody knew that he wasn't going to stay dead for this one. This isn't how Superman died. Superman has died before. This ain't it. There's only one being that can kill Superman.
Wolverine.
That would be insane.
Yes, it would. But
holy crap.
Speaking of music, I really liked the cover of Everybody Knows. the Henry Rollins song at the very beginning of this
Mm.
of the movie. I don't know who did that, but I'm gonna have to look it up because that was really nice to hear a girl covering it. It just takes on such a different sound
Yeah.
when it's a girl singing it, as opposed to Henry Rollins with his very unique voice. So that was very pleasant. And then what was the song at the very end?
Come together.
Come Together, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember who did the cover of that. I looked it up at one point because they used it in the trailers, but I don't remember. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, they like to get covers popular songs and throw them in. I mean, they had "You Don't Know Me" and "Suicide Squad." Batman vs Superman used something for the trailers. I don't remember what it was, but they really like to do that.
Yeah, just when they busted out with "Everyone Knows," I was like, wow, I don't think anybody knows this song anymore. So
Yeah.
that song's been around for so long, and it's just so nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows that song.
Yeah.
So it seems that nobody knows that song.
I felt that they did a very good job of bringing all these characters together and doing it in a way that, while some of it almost seemed rushed, I don't really feel that it was, because it was obvious that they were under a time crunch. In the story, they were, not making the movie. I mean, in the story, they were under a time crunch, you know?
Yeah, because the whole story arc really is only like, what, 4 or 5 days maybe?
Yeah. I was actually really intrigued by what they were doing with Cyborg, and I wish that could have lasted a little bit longer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I felt that, I think that was the only real problem that I had with it. I didn't have Flash. Obviously, he's like, yeah, I'm in, let's do it, you know? Aquaman, I knew he was going to come around, and I like that it took Mira telling him, who was Amber Heard, that's eventually will be Aquaman's wife. Spoiler alert for Aquaman. Sorry. My bad. But I felt that the Cyborg storyline, they could have almost kept him outside of the team. Like maybe up until the very end. Right. He could have just talked to them through computers. Because I don't know, I kind of liked that he figured all of his powers out on his own, you know, and he found everybody. Yeah. They didn't find him. He found them, you know?
Right.
You know, following them at the lake, hacking into the Bat Cave, stuff like that. I really like that aspect of him kind of wanting to stay in the shadows, you know?
But if you think about it, Lex Luthor was really the one that found them all.
Well, yeah. I mean...
You mean for this movie?
Yeah, Batman was trying to find where he was and couldn't because he was quote-unquote dead, but then he found Batman. But I like that it was Diana who convinced him.
Yeah.
I thought that was appropriate for those two characters.
Makes you wonder if Lex Luthor was trying to find them and recruit them for League of Doom.
Maybe.
I mean, obviously that's not the way the comic books go, but maybe the way they were writing it, maybe that might have been his motivation for finding them.
Yeah. And the reason why, and you didn't see this because you didn't watch Suicide Squad, but the reason why Batman knew what he did know, because, you know, all he had was those little video clips originally, is he got a file from Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad, who works for a government agency, Argus, and she had the metahuman file, the actual real metahuman file, and she gave it to Bruce Wayne. At the end of that, that was that. I made him watch Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, but I told him he could skip Suicide Squad if he wanted to. Although you really should give it a shot sometime.
So, Justice League, definitely worth the hype. I'm glad that I decided to go watch it. Because I was really on the fence on it. I was really on the fence up till about 3 days ago. And
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'll give it a shot. It's not going to cost me anything, but I really enjoyed it more than I thought it would. So, thumbs up, Ski.
Yeah, great. Probably I'll be seeing it again in the theater. I mean there's no doubt in my mind about that. And I'll say that it was better than Thor.
And
My
Thor
opinion.
was really good. So,
I don't know if I would say it's better than Wonder Woman. I would put it on par
yeah, they're kind
with
of
Wonder
the
Woman.
same. Which is saying
Two vastly different movies, but my enjoyment level of both were even.
yeah, but Wonder Woman was able to do that all on her own, and Justice League took 5-6 characters to get the same enjoyment out of. So maybe it's because Wonder Woman's a badass, and
Wonder Woman is a badass, and I like the storyline. I like period pieces.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
yep.
If this one had had a little bit more Batman, I probably would have enjoyed it more because I really enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah,
But
I didn't think I was gonna like Ben Affleck as Batman, but I do. He's a good Batman.
I really liked him as Batman vs Superman because I liked that darker Batman. This is not that Batman. This is Batman that he almost doesn't even want to do it anymore in this one.
Yeah,
Like he seems so done up until the end. But I like that because they really gave a nice little tease at the end for, okay, we're really going to put this together. They're moving back into Wayne Manor. They're going to clean it up. They're going to build the table. They're going to do it right. And I love how he said 6 chairs, and then Diana says, and room for more.
right.
Like, there's more people coming.
Yeah.
We're going to get at least 1 or 2 more people in here. So,
Good tease at the end.
oh
Very good tease at the end. I won't say anything about it, but
my God.
I do like the fact that the Superman and Flash,
The race.
I mean, that's not really a spoiler or anything. It's not anything that will affect the storyline or anything. But that was a nice little, just a fun thing at the end. So
Yeah, and ridiculous too because I'm sorry, Superman can't beat the Flash in a race, but we don't know what this Flash is.
yeah,
So depends on which Flash he is. But he talked how he's already figured out the Speed Force. So this is Flash that has tapped into the Speed Force. And the Flash in the comics, when they tap into the Speed Force, they can literally travel fast enough to go back in time. Like,
wow.
not reverse time like Superman did
Oh
in
God,
the original Superman. I
That was
mean,
terrible.
actually go back in time, break through the quantum barrier, and travel backwards. It's amazing. But anyway, it was funny because that was a callback to earlier in the movie when But that was very funny.
Yeah.
But we're rambling again.
and it's long. So
Yeah.
I say go check it out.
Yeah. Go see it.
It's worth it. It's worth even paying for a ticket.
Yep.
But don't pay for it. Get moviepass. Don't pay for it. The theater's gonna still make their money.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all I have to say. Blessed be. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.